Huples Cat. I'm going to go camping tonight in a tent without a source of heat. Wish me luck. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy myself for a while. And not happy about the tent. The tarpaulin's not as good as it should be. I'm going to have to work on that. But I'm out on the beaver pond and being careful because I'm about to lose my sled trail from today. But I was kind of getting bored, so I figured I would go for a walk. Interesting experience, because when you turn the light out, it's pretty dark. I can kind of make out I'm on a flat surface, and I can see the trees, sort of. But that's about it. I can't see anything sticking through the ice. Well, I'm back in my camp, and it's absolutely pitch black. And this is my tent. I don't know if you can see it. It's starting to get snow. I am going to make a cup of coffee. Like I said, everything takes about 3 times as long in the cold. Some magic alcohol rinse. Still using these up, don't recommend them. There's a striker. None on that side. You need strikers on both sides if you're going to buy these sort of products. All right. So my cup has some soy milk powder in there, put a bit of water in, stirred it around, some coffee, instant Starbucks coffee, and there's the BioLite. Going about 5 minutes. And that's pretty much done, I think. At least it'll do for me. Well, I can tell condensation is going to be a problem, so I'm going to get to sleep. I'm going to be up every few hours, I think, just checking out the tent, make sure I'm not getting covered in snow. Condensation. Well, good night for me. Sleep well. Morning, coffee's on. Good morning, I survived the night. I was up about 3 times a night to pee. I didn't have anywhere near the snowfall that was forecast. There is no way we've even got 5 centimetres of snow here. We're supposed to get 15 to 20. So I'm happy about that. I wasn't doing this to test out snow conditions, I was doing it to test out temperature. It was minus 12 for most of the night, which is the temperature I'm looking for, not with wind chill, but the actual temperature, minus 12 centigrade. Right now, it's considerably lower than that. How low, I don't know. A reliable, accurate portable thermometer is something I will have to get. What I can tell you is that I'm fully dressed and it is cold. And when I take the glove off and touch anything metal, I'm sticking to it. So for me, that's not minus 12, that's more like minus 18. We shall see. The condensation in the tent was not a considerable factor. Having the windows open stopped it from really getting bad. The sleeping bag worked well. In terms of the sleeping pad, the Camper Deluxe, it was noticeably far superior to the other one. In fact, I never even inflated the other one, and that's going to go into my summer camping box because it's this big. The Camper Deluxe is this big, and you can be a little bit cold at night. You have to dress better, that's all. Now, the sleeping pad I was originally using, that wouldn't work for that. It was far, far too cold. But it wasn't bad. I felt okay. Woke up, like I say, 3 times only. Felt a little chilled. Didn't really sleep that well, but you don't expect to. And I'm going to have a coffee. Just want to show you my PocketBox spice container. It's working well, and I've put my fake milk powder into the coffee. Probably too windy for this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh. Things that have gone right for me. The new sleeping pad, the MEC Camper Deluxe, absolute treat. Bit of a struggle this morning trying to get the deflation valve open, because it actually goes the opposite way to what I expected it to, but I stopped, thought, looked and fixed that. Rolling it up is going to be interesting. I think it'll be fine. It doesn't really inflate very deep, which kind of fooled me last night, but it's quite comfortable. It's not uncomfortable to lie on it. So instead of spending $700, I spent about $80, and I'm really happy with what I've got. Using the boot in a line has helped, but not enough. Mine are actually very open, they're not a sealed boot, so it wasn't as great as it should have been. The 10 worked great, a bit of a problem setting it up a couple of times because I'm not used to the 10. Again, you better be used to your equipment. You better be able to use your equipment when it's far too hot or far too cold and you're far too hungry and stressed. This isn't setting stuff up in your garden, this isn't setting stuff up in your garage, and it will be entirely different if you're prepping and you're doing this for a bug out or some other purpose in an SHTF. It will not be comfortable, it will not be easy, and things will go wrong. Although people laughed at it last time, the hoodie that's part of the inner layer actually is a really good thing. It's much more comfortable to sleep in that than it is to sleep in a balaclava, and I would have to sleep in a balaclava. Your head gets so cold. Right now the wind chill's got to be like below -25. It's absolutely freezing. I'm feeling the cold seeping into me at every pore, except where I'm wearing my coat. I'm going to strike camp and I'm going to head back to see Kitty and Wolfie. And I'm going to have a nice warm day after that. Final search around the camp. The pad itself stayed fine. When I was taking the tent down this morning, this piece collapsed. So there's an elastic band. There's some mech stuff. Pack everything out with you except for urine. Okay, time for me to get going. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you've got any suggestions or comments, please put them in the comments below. I am no expert in this, as you can clearly see. Thank you. Doodles. Of course, after camping you have to air your gear out. This video has been brought to you by Well Prepared Terrier 2023.